the destruction of the nuclear family. So society functions best when there's two-parent household, nuclear family, people aren't getting divorced. That's how society functions best.
I think it functions best when you have adults who are able to, again, capable of managing their emotions, and we are living through a mental health revolution, and a lot of people are realizing that the unhappy divorce dynamic is leading to half the fucked up children.
Okay, but you have to look at what's going on with divorce. Why are so many people getting divorced?
Because they're not happy with their partner. Instead, you could have a lot of females that are single, getting older, who still decide to adopt children, which is also another issue.
But what if
they've dealt with all their mental health problems, so they can raise that child and communicate with that child and still just be as happy without having a partner?
Okay, but what if women actually decided that they're going to just find someone and be happy with him and not want to like leave? Because 80% of divorces are initiated by women.
Why do you think? Let me, ask that.
Why do I think that?
Why do you think
Because they
it's always
spend their
women?
20s partying and hooking up with Chad.
As they
and
should.
then at 30 they get a nice provider guy, but he
What
doesn't
is
excite
up with
them.
you and
And then
providers? We don't want you to provide.
That's the problem though, because what we're here to do is provide. Like we as a man,
poor guy.
we want to. It's not being a poor guy. It's about
Who placed this burden on you though? Men.
It's not a
like
burden.
This
It's
mentality that you have.
This
to
isn't a burden.
provide.
This is who we are. This is what we feel. Many of us feel that we're here to do.
If you didn't bring that provider mentality to the table and worked on your feelings, worked on your mentality, worked on your actions, trust me, women would not be bringing up divorce just because you're a provider.
You're not going to respect a
that's
man.
not true.
You're not going to respect
I'm
a
not
man
gonna
that doesn't.
respect you at all if you're talking
You're not
to
going to
me
respect
in
a man
such
that
a
you
way.
boss around. You're not going to respect a man that you boss around. You tell him what to do and all this stuff. And if you're providing for him, you're never going to have respect for him.
But
So
there
you're saying
shouldn't
men
be a
don't respect
hierarchy.
women then? Because we don't
Yeah,
provide
it's much
anything?
different. We respect women in a much different way than the way that women respect men.
Well, I think we're coming to an age where we want to be respected in the same way, and I don't think we're wrong for having that opinion.
That's
also, just to address the provider thing, I think most relationships actually break up due to financial reasons. Most marriages anyway, there's definitely a financial component.
I wanted to ask a question. You said men respect women in a different way as women respect men.
Yes.
Would you elaborate on
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. So a woman wants to look up to her man. Whether or not you acknowledge that, that's what you want. You want someone with whom you respect. Okay? Because if you're going to walk over him and tell him what to do and all this stuff, you're going to lose respect for him. You're going to lose attraction to him. So when you ask about, like, when we talk about respect and what we're looking for in a woman, we're looking for a woman that respects us. We're not looking for a woman to respect. Does that make sense?
It doesn't make sense to me, but I understand what's coming out of your mouth.
Like, because if and it seems like it upsets you a little bit.
A little.
But the thing is that if in order to really love you, like as a man, if we want to love you and take care of you, buy you flowers and be traditional and hold the door, like do those types of things, pay for dates, we want to be respected.
But even though you say you guys want respect, you still don't respect us, though? I mean, you just said that.
It's in a much different way.
want us to
Because
respect you,
well,
but
the
you don't
respect
wanna
will come.
respect.
The respect will come from you being a good mother. It will come from
So
you being someone.
subservient
Yeah.
to you.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what because
Oh, okay.
what truly is valued for most men is a woman that is
submissiveness.
yeah submissiveness
Right, so like a
submissiveness
slave,
and being
basically.
feminine.
Being submissive is not slavery.
I mean, kind of the way
Yeah.
you're saying it is like be a mother,
Yes.
cook for me, like
Yes.
do whatever I say, kind of don't.
Well, that's what's
boss me,
but that's
talk
what's
over
valued
me, like-
exactly, and that's what's really
So
valued.
silence is valued from women.
Not
is what you're
silence.
saying.
No,
Yeah, that's what
not-
you kind of just said that.
I didn't say silence.
I said you don't want us to talk over you, and you said exactly. So did you?
Well, no, I don't want to be talked over, but that's I'm not saying to be silent. I'm just saying that if you want a partner who's really going to love you, if you show him respect, that's where you're going to get that sort of dynamic, the feminine and the masculine. I mean, they're perfect. They fit very well together. When there's this sort of competitiveness in a relationship, that becomes very difficult, and a man is not going to have any respect for that, for a woman who doesn't show him that he is the man, that he can lead the way.
Interesting perspective.
I would definitely disagree. I find it very attractive when we're on the same level and both pushing each other to be better. That
agree.
competitiveness.
But
I agree.
see,
It's the positivity of capitalism. We just keep
Wait.
growing and growing.
Yeah.
I thought you were communist.
Some days, Thursdays.
Oh my God. I mean, you said be on an equal level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first date. Who should pay on the first date?
Split it. Whoever wants to pay.
Whoever
who cares?
asks, yeah.
Whoever asks.
Oh,
whoever
okay.
asks,
So
that's a good one too.
okay. Whoever asks we'll go around the table really quick. Who should pay on the first date?
Split it.
I say whoever asks or split it. Depends on like the situation.
I like to pay for myself, so split it.
Okay.
I think that the girl should at least offer if the guy asks, but probably split it if anything.
You see, I've never gone on a date when that question is brought up.
You've never gone on a date?
Where that question has been brought up.
Like, has the man always paid?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's never been
Right.
discussion.
Right.
You've never offered to pay on a date?
It doesn't even get to that point. Like by the time,
What?
we're like clearing up, it's already been done.
How many dates have you been on?
Quite a few.
And it's never occurred to you to offer to pay for the food you just
no,
ate?
because if you're gonna invite me on a date, I'm not gonna bring up or should I pay? Like, no, you wanted me to come here. All right.
But what about even when you're out? You've been in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Even in a relationship, he still
No,
pays?
in a relationship, it's like definitely like a conversation.
Okay.
It's just like, but the guys I usually date, they are the ones who like bring it up that they don't want me to pay for things.
Do you like that?
I don't mind it, but it's not something
You
that
don't mind
if
it,
you were
or-
to tell me like, hey, like, can you get this? And I'm like, yeah.
But I feel like none of you are admitting to the fact that you like when men pay for dates.
I don't.
None of
think
you like
about
that when
it.
men
It's
pay.
just a societal influence again.
But so none of you like when men pay for dinner.
It's like
Like, honestly.
It's
I
a
mean,
nice
that's
gesture.
nice, yeah.
Like
I don't like if they
yeah.
throw it in my
But
face right
exactly,
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they're using it as some form of I'm the masculine person. Like if you
Yeah.
want to do it out of something nice because you invited me out, that's great. But if you want to do it and then be like, well, I paid for dinner. Like I owe you something. Like no, fuck off.
Well, I don't think it's not that maybe some guys are like that, but I just think that is because I think about relationships in a more traditional style.
We can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that the man should pay for dinner. And it's not like to show off that he's the man. It's just to say like that's what a lot of us feel like that is the role like that we play. Like
But
we,
you want to be considered as that role and seen
Yes,
as that role
yes.
and play that
So
role.
then you
Yes.
so
do
you
wanna
are
throw it
holding
in her
expectations.
face.
it's not throwing it in her face if she's understanding, if she's like the type
She
of
already knows what's expected of
if
her.
she knows, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.